Welcome to the Two Blokes Chatting radio show on 94.7 The Pulse. Music, interviews, news, and, well, Two Blokes Chatting. Now, here are the two blokes.
Cause I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I've breathed the mountain air, man. Of travel I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. Been to Tullamore, Seymour, Lismore, Mooloolaba, Nambour, Roochdore, Kilmore, Marillaba, Birdsville, Emmaville, Wallaville, Conowano, Connemara, Strathrown, Proserpine, Ulladulla, Darwin, Gingin, Lillaquen, Muckilla, Wallumbilla, Bougainville, Cumberland, Ramachilla. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man.
We have, and normally what we do at this time is we go to a place. Well, I did that myself this time and went to Kuna, which is where I'm broadcasting from. Rob's back in the studios of 94.7 The Pulse. So, Rob, tell us what's going on today that's a bit different.
Well, look, we've in the theme of regional Roundup, which we encourage people to jump in their cars and go for a drive. For some, that's not always an easy thing to do. Next week, National Incontinence Week, and from the Incontinence Foundation of Australia to promote the Great Dunny Hunt, Sally Nadj, welcome to Pulse Radio.
Oh, thanks, Rob. Thanks for having me.
Really, really good. This fits in nicely with our regional Roundup theme because recent life has been so good because there's a lot of subjects that were taboo, people didn't talk about, people were embarrassed, but we bring them out, we expose them, and then people are then game enough to put their hand up and say, oh, yeah, that affects me a bit. But there's our help, and the great work that you do has made it easy, and this is a fantastic initiative. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, so the Great Dunny Hunt, as you mentioned before, it's one of our big campaigns that the Continence Foundation of Australia runs each year. This is our second year, and we're trying to build on the success of last year's Great Dunny Hunt, where we actually identified an additional 800 toilets to the National Public Toilet Map. Now, this is something everyone should get on their phones. Because we all need to use a loo at some time, but especially if we're travelling and in regional areas and we don't quite know where the toilets are, the National Public Toilet Map, you can download it to your phone and you can find the nearest toilet to you. It's an actual map that pinpoints where you are and where the closest dunny might be.
And now, if
I can tell you there's one in Newstead and there's one in Pyramid Hill because I used them both yesterday on the way from Geelong to Kahuna.
Neil, that's an interesting segue because 10, 15 years ago, this conversation probably would have caused me embarrassment and think, what a load of nonsense. But as you get older and you start to realise the importance of this, all of a sudden it's an easy conversation to have. It's still got a little bit of light-hearted fun about it, but it is a very serious problem. And the days where you're going on a long drive and you get to a town and, stop for a toilet, we'll wait till the next one. You can't do that anymore. But sometimes you are somewhere and you're just not quite sure. I mean, town's set out, but you don't know where to go to look for it. This is just a wonderful, wonderful initiative. Tell us, who thought of it and who put the little fun catch cry of the Dunny Hunt to it?
Well, the National Public Toilet Map's been around for quite a long time, and it was an initiative of the Australian government. But the Great Dunny Hunt is this Continence Foundation's brainchild, and we started it last year to try and get more toilets on our map. Because whilst the map is reasonably good, there are plenty more toilets we know that are around, but that we don't have on the map. And this year what we're really hoping people will do is if they are finding a toilet that isn't on this map, is just to add it on, which is a very simple thing to jump on the website and put the information in. But also if the toilet is on the map, we want to know a bit more about it. It's really important to know things like whether it's a toilet that has opening times, because some close at certain times of the evening, and so it's really important for us to know if there are opening times associated with it, whether there's product disposal bins available for people, particularly those who may be experiencing incontinence. It's really important for them to be able to use a disposal facility, and also things around whether there's disability access as well. So this is the sort of stuff that we want to know about on the Great Dunny Hunt. We want you to add add toilets that aren't there, but also update those toilets that are on there to give us some more information so that when people are looking for that place that they need at that particular time, it's got all of the right information.
And this is just a natural, easy thing to do, that you would go and stay in a B&B and you'd give it a review, and you go to the local hotel and you'd give it a review. Why not give the local public toilet a review?
Yeah, exactly right. We probably aren't starring the toilets just yet, so you're probably not going to see 5-star loos on the map yet. We certainly have. The ones that have got lots of information are really important for people who are travelling, who may experience incontinence, but also those who may have a disability as well.
Well, I spoke to someone a couple of weeks ago on a podcast who has Crohn's disease, and Crohn's disease is a bowel issue, and therefore, when you need to go, you need to go. And she was saying that she'll go into shops in a town where she can't find the public loo and say, can I use your toilet? And they go, no, it's not for public. I know Greg Page from the Heart Foundation has gone out and put stickers in windows where there is a defibrillator. Is that an opportunity where we could get shops, you're talking public toilets presumably, but places like shops that are prepared to offer them to people with with issues like Crohn's, that they would be part of this as well?
Yeah, look, that's a terrific idea, and we actually have at the foundation what we call our toilet card. And it's a little card that you can present at somewhere like a shop where you can actually say you have a medical condition which causes incontinence and you need to use a facility. However, it is really dependent on that shop as to whether they will still let you use it. But we do have these cards that you can access through the foundation, and you can use, particularly those who have chronic incontinence or issues such as Crohn's or colitis that will mean that they do need, when they need the loo, they need the loo. And if it is very difficult to find a public toilet, and as I said, the National Public Toilet Map is such a great thing to have on your phone, so you can actually find where that public facility is. But we really need it to be updated, and the way we do that is through the general public.
I might give you a call afterwards to tell you about that other program, because it could be useful. I reckon there's an opportunity there.
I think there is too. It sounds like a terrific idea.
Sally, as well as the Dunny hunt, we should focus a little bit more on the significance of the week and what's happening in incontinence and other issues that people who are either suffering from or feeling like they might soon be suffering from incontinence. What else? What other events are happening during the week to perhaps highlight this problem?
Yeah, so World Continence Week starts on Monday the 20th of June. It's when we'll be actually drawing our prize for the Great Dunny Hunt. We do this to celebrate the people who've actually helped us put some more toilets on the map. And so that draw happens on the 20th, and we'll be offering 3 $500 FPOS cards to the 3 winners that we draw from that map, and it's just a random draw. And so that's happening on Monday. And we'll also be launching our Bins for Blokes campaign, which is around getting bins into male toilets across Australia, so that we can actually have men who are experiencing incontinence have somewhere to put their used continence products.
Sally, we are getting very close to time, so unfortunately we're going to have to cut the conversation. Is there somewhere people can go, including my mate that I went to school with, who was the Great Dunny Hunt, that we could actually go and find out more and do the registration and stuff? Is there a website we can go to?
Yeah, absolutely. So for the toilet map, go to toiletmap.gov.au, and for the Continence Foundation, it's continence.org.au. There's links there to all of our projects and programs, resources, and also if anyone is experiencing incontinence, please give us a call. Our helpline is open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day on weekdays, and you can speak confidentially to a nurse continence specialist on 1800 33 0066.
We'll chat to you again on the front page on Monday morning too, Sally. I really appreciate it. We'll try and spread the word a bit more. And it's great to have these sorts of conversations being had out in the open so that people don't have to feel like they're the only ones suffering. I think it's very important to realise it's actually quite common, sadly, so it needs to be spoken about openly. So good on you.
Thanks so much, guys.
All the best, Sally. Talk soon.
See ya.